Right, so welcome to a tutorial from Louis for the Hush Tutorial YouTube channel. Gonna keep it real sweet and simple. This is a tutorial about how you get started in Ableton. If you never used Ableton Live 8 before or any of the others, this is kind of a good place to start. Okay, so simple. We begin by opening Ableton. This is kind of what you see. This is your standard sequencer, and navigation is obviously key. You've got your sequencer there and your mixer there. Okay, you can swap between the two, and they always stay the same. We've got your loop bar here, which is whatever this is selected in the timeline. You enable loop, and then this area will loop over and over. Hit space to play. You can see that's looping. If I take that off, it will continue playing. Your standard stop, play, record buttons are up here, and arming is quite important for recording. Just to take a note, that is armed, that is not. If I hit record and play, it's not going to do anything because it's not armed. If I now hit record and play, it will start recording a clip. It's not recording from anywhere because I haven't set anything to record from. Right, now this is a MIDI track. Depending on what your standard setup is, or what your standard template is at the moment, I reckon you're probably going to have something that looks exactly like this. Back to our navigation briefly. If you look at the left, this is your only other part of the navigation I didn't show you. You've got your 3 files and folders that you can search through there. Real handy. You can have like several of your favorite folders set up here all the time. Your VST plugins, which I'll show you in another tutorial how you set those up. Live devices, which is all the stuff that basically comes built in with Ableton Live. Ableton Live 8 has some amazing things in there, some great updates since the previous versions of the software, and some real clean sounds, nice effects, real good to use, so long as you know what you're doing with them. I mean, it's real easy to use them over the top quite a lot of the time, and then you just end up getting this distorted mess, which, to be fair, you know, if you're making Gabba, there we go, you've got no problem. But I like drum and bass, and we like clarity. Well, I like clarity. I prefer clarity over mess, which is also another reason why I use Ableton Live. It's got a great sound engine in, unlike other softwares such as Reason, not the best sound engine in the world. Great for, you know, creating beats or standard MIDI patterns, sequences. You can rewire it to Ableton Live and other softwares as well, quite simply, which I will show you in another tutorial. But for now, as I say, this is just an introduction to using Ableton. And yeah, so that is kind of your introduction. Other than, you know, your tempo's up here, you can tap your tempo. So say you're listening to a track, you can actually tap that on the beat, and then it will tell you what your tempo is, and it will set it for you. Your metronome's up here. That will basically give you the click whilst you're playing. Very, very, very important to use that when you first start on your project. Otherwise, you could build an entire beat and then realise that you've done it to the wrong time signature, which is quite annoying because then none of your VSTs will work. I know a lot of people that are like, no, just use your ear. But it's important to get the software on the same level that you are with the music, and you're inputting, you know, a beat, and it sounds right to you because it is right, but you might have it on the wrong time signature. So your beat will kind of go kick snare on the 1 and 3 and 1 and 3, but when you put the metronome on, it will be off slightly, and then your VSTs lock to this metronome, the internal timing for the software. So yeah, that's a real important thing that you need to remember. Time signature there is 4/4. That's, you know, most music's that, but if you need to change that, you can do. Later tutorial probably about explaining more about that. Right, there's nothing really more I can explain now for this absolute introduction to Ableton, but there will be other tutorials coming very soon. Big ups!